Hello, my friends. Glenda Mullet here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. It's Monday, and you know what that means. We're stamping together tonight. Just going to head over to Facebook for a couple of secs, make sure it's streaming over there, share it into my VIP group, and then we'll have a little chit chat about what's going on. All right. Because it's in my public group, so I should be able to see names when people join. And there we are. So it's Monday, and tonight we're going to make a card using the Lovely and Sweet stamp set. Hey, Lena. Hello, Nadine. So Lovely and Sweet is carrying on. It's not retiring. Notes of Nature is retiring. I'm sad. I know, because I like both of these, and tonight I'll be using both of them. Hello, Wendy. So they both have dies. The Lovely and Sweet dies are not retiring. The Notes of Nature dies are retiring. I know, it's weird. I don't understand. But I don't need to understand. I'm only here to stamp and have fun, right? That's what we're doing. So tonight, don't let me forget, I have the Share It Saturday draw for March the 30th to do. I've been doing these regularly. I'm remembering because I'm putting it in my diary. And then I'm sharing the cards as well. Hey, Valerie. Yes, you have them. You can continue to enjoy them. I'm not getting rid of my Notes of Nature as long as I have Lovely and Sweet, because they go together. They go together like peanut butter and jelly. Come on. Hey, Jessica. Okay, so right now I have a whole bunch of stuff that is open and available to register. First one coming up is the Trusty Tools class, that 3 cards plus a package of Trusty Toolbox designer paper. Now, if I have to mail the kit to you, I'm going to cut the designer paper in half to 6 by 12. So when in the sheets that include all the pictures of all the different tools, I cut like this, so I don't cut through any of your tools, because I can ship it for like $5 if I do that. If I don't, then it's almost 20. You have the option, if you live out of town and you want to take this class, and get the free cards, the free designer paper. It's a full package. Then you can pay for the shipping if you want it 12 by 12. I'll pay for the shipping if I cut it down to 6 by 12. Hi, Kathy. So that's the first one, and it's on May the 15th, and registration's open till the 20th. Then I have Magnolia Mood, and you can get that free just by ordering the Magnolia bundle through me. Or if you've already got it, or you're a demonstrator and you want to order it through yourself, I completely understand that. Then you can get the class option. And that one is being held on May the 25th, and registration is open until May the 12th. So there's 3 cards that we're going to make. The Trusty Tools is my monthly tutorial subscription. So that one, if you're part of my tutorials, then you're going to get the tutorials for 4 cards, and you can join us for the virtual class on the 15th at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time and stamp along with me. Hey, Kathy. Did I say hi to Kathy? Oh, I don't remember. Anyways, hello, everybody. It's lovely to see you. The other thing that's open, other event that's open, is my registration just opened for the Summer Creative Escape. We are featuring 3 different things this time. I am using Under the Moon as my stamp set. This is just a plain stamp set. There's no dies or anything, and it makes amazing masculine cards. So we're going to feature that one. We're also featuring, hang on, Layers of Beauty. Now, this is the one that Kathy is going to do, Kathy Howes from Denver, Colorado. It has masks and dies that go with it. So we're going to do not your typical cards with these ones. Like, you all know how to take the stamp and put the masks on and layer different layers of color on. So we're going to do other than that. So those are going to be the pretty feminine ones. And then my friend Leanne, who is queen of the cutest cows, is using cutest cows. Now this one right now, it's a bundle with a punch. It's got a really cute builder punch. And think, I'm going to show this up to you really close. And see that head there? Think of that on a wobbler. Uh-huh. I know. Going to be fun. So she's creating those cards. Registration is open now. If you're part of our Creative Escapes Facebook group, then you've had early access to registration. It's open now, and if you register by the 15th of April and pay, payment is due upon registration. So if you register and pay by the 15th of April, then you're going to qualify for 3 extra bonus cards. So I have an in-person event on the 1st of June. I have a virtual event on the 2nd of June. And then there's going to be a Powell River class as well. And I've booked it for the 9th, but I haven't confirmed that date with anybody over there yet. It's just I have to get it into my calendar so I don't forget to do it. And product shares, designer paper and ribbon product shares and swatch books. Now, I was hoping to get a swatch book made with some retired stuff today, but I didn't get it done because I had an eye appointment. Holy macaroni. Do you know those eye appointments are almost 2 hours long now? Right? Who knew? Anyways, good news is I don't need new glasses. And that's 2.5 years later. Yay! So the product shares are open now to register, to sign up for before the 28th of April. And then as soon as I get back from Mexico on the 5th, I'm going to be ordering everything. And there's a whole bunch of different ways to enjoy those product shares. And then the last thing is the In Color Club. If you want all the new stuff, cardstock, ink pad, re-inker, marker, ribbon, embellishments, designer paper, if you want all that, I got your back. You can get that on a budget. For $85 a month for 6 months, you're going to get all the 5 new ink colors and new basic beige, all of that. And it gets delivered right to your door. It doesn't come to me. The ribbon comes to me because you're getting 2 yards of the ribbon, not a full spool of it. So in the description of this video, if you're watching it live, it's in the description. If you're watching the replay, it's in the description. If you're in my YouTube channel, it's in the description. Just click on my Linktree link and it will take you to my Linktree that has all the links of all the stuff that you can register for right now. Okay? Hi, Janet. Okay, enough. What has this been, like 9 minutes? I mean, nattering about nothing. Let's make a card. Let's make a card, people. There we go. I did this one with my senior group last week and they thoroughly enjoyed it. It is Daffodil Delight and Old Olive. And then we colored the flowers in Daffodil Delight and the leaves in Old Olive. So it's kind of like a tone on tone. And then there's a piece of the amazing, what is it? Nature's Sweetness designer paper in the background. You see that there? Now, I think, do I remember correctly that this paper is not retiring? I think so. And then I finish it off with the cork rounds, the adhesive back cork rounds. And I'm going to show you a cool trick to make them pop and sparkle too. Now I got this original card in a swap by Diane Inkster. And I changed a couple of things to make it my own. And then I'm going to make a custom envelope at the end. So I'm going to get out my kit. But meanwhile, here you go. Have some chocolate. Uh-oh. Apparently, my son has been in here eating the sugar-free stuff. We have sugar-free Werthers left. Uh-oh. Guess I'm going to have to put more in. But if you're into thin, crunchy cookies, these from Costco are amazing. They're called Nani's Thin Addictives. These are the lemon and blueberry ones. There's also cranberry and almond ones. And let me tell you, people, they are amazing. Okay, moving on. Card kit is Daffodil Delight, 8.5 by 11, scored at 4 1/4 and folded in half. Then I have a piece of basic white, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, and then another one, 5 1/4 by 4 to do all the stamping and die cutting and stuff. They are the best, Kathy, aren't they? I love them. And you know, if you have a hot cup of tea and you dip them, oh, and they're very low in sugar. I should look and see what the sugar is, but they're really low in sugar. Then a 5 1/4 by 4-inch piece of old olive. And here's that paper. So it's got foiling on one side, and I'm using the non-foiled side. But of course, lemon blueberry is your fave. Have you tried them with cream cheese on them, Kathy? Oh, thought I died and gone to heaven when I tried that. But my tummy says not too much of that. Cream cheese and sour cream are about my favorite things in the world, and I can't regularly have either one of them anymore. It makes my heart unhappy. Okay, so on this one, I stamped in Pebbled Path. So I thought I would stamp in Memento tonight, just so you can see the difference between the two. Oh, it is great. Oh, Kathy, it is yummy noodles. Yes, give it a try. Let me know what you think. Okay, I'm inking this up, and you know, it's Memento, so I do the twist and shout thing and then go back over top with the tap, 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 tap. And we will give this a stamp. Now, I'm not worried about the words on this one because when I die cut it, those words are going to come off. And I've discovered that this stamp needs to be pushed right in the middle of each of those flowers. So I hopefully get a good stamped image in the middle of those flowers. See, I didn't push quite hard enough. There's the middle of that flower. Sometimes just doesn't stamp, and I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. Okay, now the sentiment, I'm going to stamp in Old Olive off to the side and then die cut it with one of the dies from the Lovely and Sweet dies. There we go. Okay, so it is Monday. What did everybody do on the weekend? Did you do anything? I finally got my pansies planted. Oh my God, they've been here for like 2 weeks. And I knew rain was coming, so I really wanted to get them planted before the rain came, and I did. Last night, hubby was busy cooking our dinner. He made a ham dinner last night. Oh, it was so good, but shh, don't tell him. No, I told him. I told him it was good. So I ran out and planted them and got them all in. Sorry, I'm warm. I'm just going to take off my sweater layer. Took me a while today after the eye doctor was so cold. I had a sweater and my coat on and I still cold. Okay, I have crumb cake ink and the leaf from the Nature's, what's it called? Notes of Nature stamp set. And I'm just going to stamp randomly up each side in crumb cake. So nobody's going to tell me what they did this weekend. I managed to get a whole bunch of stuff done. I'm trying to get ready so that when I leave for Mexico in just under 3 weeks, my world will keep going for you. Okay, so there's that piece. Now this is going to go down the center like that. And let's do some. Oh, Janet, you were cleaning silver? Wow, you got lots? I just wrap it in plastic wrap and stick it in a cupboard. That's my way of cleaning it. I remember my mom used to have lots and lots of silver, and she used to clean it. My grandma cleaned it and cleaned it. Don't think they ever used it, but they sure cleaned it a lot. Oh, Jessica made flamingo cards, and yes, and then you shared them with us. Oh, I didn't stamp that sentiment up far enough. I forgot that I have to cut it out, and it has tabs on it. So I'm just going to put this here where it's going, and I'm going to stamp in the middle of it. There we go. Kathy went to the granddaughter's 25th birthday. You have a granddaughter who's 25 years old? Wow. We had our usual family dinner on Friday night. We had tacos. Yum. I'm getting ready for Mexico. All right, run this through the machine and get it chopped. Oh, Janet's got lots of sentimental silver. Good for you. That's awesome. I have lots of sentimental china, and I have started using it because it doesn't do anybody any good sitting in a cupboard. And the generations that are coming after me are not going to want all this stuff. So I figured I might as well start using it. All right, I can throw that away now. Don't need that. Do you use it, Janet? Do you use oh, you do? Oh, good. There we go. Now I'm just going to poke those pieces out of this die. There we are. Now I'm going to color them. So, do you think we should color the leaves with old olive and the flowers with daffodil delight, or should we change it up a bit? Let me know what you think. And while you're deciding, I'm going to, you know what? We should add some ribbon onto this too. I have lots of ribbon. Let's get this onto the card front. Now this is 5 1/4 inches long, so it goes right from the top to the bottom. And I'm going to use my grid paper to line it up so I get it straight and centered. Now this piece is 2 inches. It's 2 inches by 5 1/4. So it'll go 1 inch on either side. Oops. And we were discussing on Wednesday at my seniors group about the words. And I didn't realize until then that this pattern it's like it's double stamped. So it's got words that are stamped in pebbled path that are up this way. And then there's words that are stamped in, I think it's pecan pie or pecan pie, and they're up that way. So it doesn't matter which way you put this. Okay, nobody's weighing in with the color choices tonight. Ribbon. Let me see what ribbon we could use. I have a whole basket of retiring ribbon. So we just look in here and see if there's anything suitable. Oh, let's use some of this. Maybe that will, we can do a little bit. This is that gold faux leather stuff. And maybe we can stick a couple of pieces of it underneath the sentiment. Yes, let's do that. Okay, let's put this onto the card front. Change it up as I see fit. Oh, Kathy, you guys have input into this sometimes. Sometimes I do what you tell me. I used to do this, an online thing when COVID first started, and I had to do what viewers told me. I could not say no. I used to call it collaboration night. And people would comment colors I needed to use, and I used them. It was fun. Sometimes it got me way out of my comfort zone, though. All right. So I'm thinking let's change it up a bit. Instead of using the same colors, how about we brighten up and bring in some parakeet party for the leaves. And if we're going to do that, then let's go with I haven't got all my colors because I'm in the middle of doing a card for my seniors group, and I've got some of them over there. How about peach pie? Ooh, peach pie. What do you think? Those would look pretty cool, eh? If not, we'll just stamp another one and change it up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to start with light parakeet party. Parakeet party is retiring, and I am sad. I like parakeet party. It's a nice, happy, bright color. So I might as well use it. Now, I'm not going to go right to the edge of these leaves. I want to try it and see what happens if I just do to the edge and leave a little bit of white hanging around. And I'm making sure I got lots of color on there. You could probably hear the squeaky squeaky. Sorry. Can you hear the squeak? I know when I use my heat gun, you can't hear it. But can you hear the squeak? Kathy says yes. Okay, let's get some dark parakeet party in here in the center of the leaves. And then go back in with the light and just go over top of that. Just blend that all in. Well, oh, that's going to brighten the card up. Granny apple green. Yes, Nadine, I love granny apple green. I do. And I like lemon lime twist too. Not so much, like old olive has been around since the dawning of the ages. I think it's the color that's been around the longest in Stampin' Up! History. And it's a good one. It's a good go-to color, but sometimes you want something that's just a little bit brighter. Not quite as much gray in it. But it's really good for making Christmas cards. Which, you know what? things need to start happening in that direction starting anytime soon too. Okay, so that was the light. Now I'm going in with dark and go right down the center. And here. So I've started my packing for Mexico. And I was reading, there's a whole website, Friends of Esquerray, which is the resort we're going to. And it has people do reviews and tell you different things of what you should do and what not to miss and how long and where to eat. And somebody said today, make sure you take blister covers because you do a lot of walking and you do a lot of walking in water shoes. So it's not you, because there's a lot of water there and we're going to Eschley, which is their water park. And we get to swim with dolphins and all that kind of stuff. That whole park is water. So you spend the whole day walking in water. You spend the whole day wet. So they said, make sure you bring blister covers because you will get blisters on your feet. And of course, we'll be in water shoes, which I haven't worn yet. I should put them on my feet and walk around with them for a little bit, I think. Only occasionally a squeak. That sound like a little mouse. There we go. So there's the leaves. That's the light. That's the dark. Now I'm going to take my pebbled path and I'm going to go in with it and use it for the sticks, because I find that the Stampin' Blends tend to spread a little bit too much for me for the leaves or the stems. And that they're supposed to do that. That's what they're designed to do, is blend into your cardstock and spread. So I just use my Stampin' Right marker for the sticks. That way you can get it nice and thin. There we are. Okay, so there's what it looks like so far. Now we're going to add some peach pie. That's the dark. This is the light. And I'm just going to add right to the flowers. Just like that. Just around the center, leaving a little bit of white on those. And then take my dark and go flick out from the center. Like that. And now I'm going to go back and just go round again. Just like that. I don't want to leave too much white hanging around. There we are. Now the pods. So if you look at the pictures, this is a sweet almond tree. And if you look at the pictures for the sweet almond tree, the pods are green until they get ripe. So let's pretend they're ripe and we're going to make them brown. But I don't want to make them pecan or pecan. So let me have a look at my browns and see what we could use. 500. Okay, yeah, 500 of 34, 5. And we're going to color these in number 500. So these are the neutrals. And you buy these in sets of 2. So there's 10 of them. So there's 5 sets. That's cool. Now I'm thinking of what color can I use to put a little bit of dark in there. Maybe I'll get out the pecan pie and see if it will work if I add a little bit of pecan pie. So that is right there. I'm going to start with the light. Crumb cake. Crumb cake's a bit... Oh, that's working, I think. Crumb cake is a bit gray for what I want. Now, just putting in some... I don't see the difference. Maybe I need to do dark. Don't be afraid to experiment with your Stampin' Blends too. If you put something in and it's too light, just go over the top of it with the dark, because it will darken up. Back to my 500, I just want to blend that in a little bit more, right down the center of it. So hubby and I have been watching Rosewood on Disney Plus, and now we're done. So we are on the look for another. We like series because then we can binge them. And we've started this one called Death and Other Details. So if anybody has any good suggestions for Netflix or Disney Plus or the Roku channel, tell me, because we need suggestions. Okay, so I'm going to put this one, I put this flower flat, but on this one, I'm going to pop it up. Now, I should, before I get too carried away, figure out where my trim is going, because I have to leave an opening for the trim. So it's going to be on dimensional, and this is going to be on dimensional. Maybe like that. Now, where did I put the trim? Oh, there it is. And cut off a couple of chunks, about the same length, because once you get them on, you can always trim them a bit. But I like putting this on like this. Just laying it down flat and then putting my piece over top of it. Okay, so I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal right in the middle. And we're going to stick this on here like this. And see how it turns sideways? Is that not cool? I love how it does. It kind of... So then when I put this on top of it, see, it's going to kind of flare at both ends, and I've got it tight in the center. Okay, I've got a dimensional under here, which is in the wrong spot, so I'll just move that out to the end. And then this is going to go... Oh, maybe we'll put that flat and pop the flower up. Perfect. Okay, but I put a dimensional here and I can't have it there. So we'll just pull that off. And then I'm going to take and make sure those are stuck down there good. I'm going to put this on, and then I'll put the dimensionals in underneath once I have it on there. My little garbage can. Thanks, Kathy. I think everybody else is asleep out there, Kathy. Thanks for keeping me company. Okay, let's get this flower on here. Right there. Then if I put this on here, let's put a little tiny bit. There. Now I know exactly where I can go in with my pokey tool and put more dimensionals. So anywhere that the twine is not, see, now take that twine and separate it. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? This one's really different stuff. I don't remember having anything like this before. So it was nice to have something a bit different. Oh, Valerie's still there enjoying it. So Valerie's coming to my spring creative escape on Sunday in Powell River. We are getting together to stamp at Miss Betty's house. And we're having potluck. Oh, gotta put one right there. We're having potluck lunch. And I don't know what Valerie is bringing, but sometimes she brings bread or breadsticks that her husband makes because he's an amazing baker. Okay, need one right there. So I have to remember to send out emails so everybody knows how many are coming, so they know how much food to bring. Slide one in under there. Come on. Oops, let go. It stuck before I was ready for it to stuck. There we are. All right. Now, maybe we need to do a different sentiment. What have I got in the stamp set? Nothing that will fit in there. But how about one of my new favorite stamp sets, Simply Said, because that's coming on the 1st of May. And yes, okay. Now, is there any room on that white? I need to grab some white. And I'm going to cut it first, and then I'll stamp it because it's a clear stamp. So we'll just put this in here and whip it through. There we are. I want to put it there. I want to have it sideways. Take this off that block. Put this one. Oh, this is new. I haven't used it yet. There. Now, we didn't use Old Olive, so I don't want to use it. But we used pecan pie. But I'm just looking at these nuts, and I'm not liking how they didn't blend. I'm just going to go over them again, and then I'm going to get out pecan pie. Oh, Nadine, every time I say that word, I think of you and your hubby. And Nadine's explanation of the difference between pecan and pecan and why it's not pecan pie. There, that's better. Blend it a little bit better. So I'm getting out my pecan pie. And we're going to stamp Thinking of You in there. there like that. Okay. Now, yep, up on dimensionals. And one in the middle. Don't let me forget to do that draw before I say goodnight, because somebody's going to win some pork rounds tonight. Okay, I think I put that dimensional in the wrong spot. Let me just pull that off. I don't want to be constricted by where I put those dimensionals. There we go. Now I can just pop that underneath this edge. There we go. Well, what do you think? Pork rounds, where are you? Okay, so I've showed you this trick before about how you can use Wink of Stella on the cork rounds and make them sparkly. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Have your agenda, you mean your address? Oh, you guys, you're funny. Did I tell you, did you know that Wink of Stella's back in stock? And apparently a lot of you have been waiting for it. So I put an order in last night or this weekend for 17 of them. So apparently there's a lot of people have been waiting. We're just going to stick some Wink of Stella in the middle here. And you know what? I feel the need to add some bling in the middle of those flowers. What about petal pink and foiled gems right in the middle? Right in the middle of that. Yes. Oh, my friend Shanna would be so happy with me mixing my bling like this. She always is telling me, don't forget, you don't have to use all the same bling. So those are the pretty pink and no, petal pink and pretty peacock foiled gems. See, those got the little foiling. Oh, why have I got so much stuff in here? Oh my gosh. I got a few packages of these because I like them. There we go. Okay. Now we have to do the inside. We haven't done the inside yet. So on this one, I used the leaves, and on the envelope, I used the leaves. But I've got a yellow envelope. This is some of that bee paper, and I cut up a whole bunch of envelopes on the weekend and made them. So now, if I get my stamping paper and we ink up this stamp, Janet says, for me, the card you're making now looks brighter and she likes it. Nadine says, I love it. Can be the same card, but be completely different. Absolutely. Valerie hates autocorrect. Holly says, nice card. Kathy says, the original card was amazing, but I really like the brighter version. Yes, I agree with you. I do. Okay, so I think I'm just going to take and stamp the corner of this on the inside, and then we'll color that too. Because why not? And I do like it stamped in Memento better than in Pebbled Path. I don't know why, just for some reason. Right about there. Now I got that stupid flower right there. I really should get a hold of Stamping Up and tell them that this stamp is not working properly. But if I push really, really, really hard, in the center of that flower. It usually will stamp. See, with that one, there's no problem. Now, tell me, should I stamp on the envelope too or leave the envelope the way it is? Valerie likes both of them. Thank you. Okay, so I need that and I need that. Oh, and I need those because apparently there's a little bit of everything in here. Okay, let's go at her for the leaves and do the same thing. Now, this card would look even completely different if I pulled out peach pie and parakeet party cardstock instead of daffodil delight and old olive. But it's okay because you don't need to always coordinate your colors and your cardstock. You can go in and do something completely different and end up with a stunning card that is not all matchy-matchy color coordinated. When I first started doing this journey of card making, like 19 years ago, it was a while ago, I said to my sister-in-law, and we got into this together. She'd been sort of making cards for a while, and we got more serious and taught each other a lot of stuff at the beginning. And we decided that we weren't going to be Martha Stewart. We were not going to be all matchy-matchy with our cards. And then the further I got into it, the more I realized that I wanted to be Miss Matchy-Matchy. So that's when I discovered Stampin' Up! And all the coordinating products that match. Because apparently, I've been told by another sister-in-law the two sister-in-laws who are very artistic, they actually do paint classes and stuff, that I have a good eye for color. Okay, now I need light peach pie. Get the flowers done. Stamp the envelope too, says Valerie. Kathy says she agrees. Stamp the envelope. All right. We will stamp the envelope before I go putting it together. Now, you guys all remember how to do those envelopes, right? With the 6x12 piece of designer paper. Okay, just adding in the dark peach pie. There we go. And finish off with the light again. It's going around. There we are. Now, number 500, where are you? Because there's those pods. How to do those pods. So this is number 500 I'm using. Then I'm going to go in with the dark pecan pie. Yeah, I'm never going to be able to say the word pecan again without thinking of Nadine. Nadine and her husband very generously drove a very long distance when we were down in Texas to come from their house to pick us up, to go for dinner out by their house. And then they took us back to our hotel, and then they had to go back to their house again. It was very nice of them, and we had an amazing time, and the dinner was sumptuous. Okay, so there's the inside. Turned out really good. Now, I've been told I need to stamp the envelope. Okay. We'll do it this way. Stamp the ink. And we'll give it a good stamp right there. Push it down really hard. And then I'm going to push those flowers. Hopefully I'll end up with a good stamped image. See what happens when I take and really concentrate on it. You're right, Valerie and Kathy, that makes an amazing envelope. Okay, well, I've got it here. So you know this is 6 by 12, and then you score it this way at 3/4 of an inch on both sides. Then you turn it this way, and you score it 4 1/4 and 10. And then cut the corners, both, all 4 of them, till you have this shape. Then you fold over your flaps. Then the 4 1/4 folds up. The 2 inches folds down, and that's your envelope. Just make sure that you don't have, when you turn it over, you don't have things hanging out. And then you put adhesive. You put adhesive on the ends of the 4 1/4 inch flap. Like that. And then hold this down while you fold this over top of it and run your fingers, and there you've got your custom envelope. Perfect. Oh, hi, Kathy Jean. Yeah, you can definitely watch the replay. Absolutely. And you'll find out how we got this really different card from what I started out to make. Hi, June. Yes, I love coloring, but I must say I have to be in the mood. Some days coloring just does not work. And I found that when I used to color, what were they called? Magnolia stamps. And I had to be in the mood to color them too. Have I showed you some of my Magnolia cards? I still have a couple left. They're from Sweden, and they're angels, but they don't have faces because they speak with their heart. Have I ever showed you any of my cards? Let me show you. I kept a lot of these because I like them. They make my heart happy. For us, it's not that far of a distance. For those of you in Texas, yes. And you did tell us, Nadine, that everything is bigger in Texas, right? But when you live in a little town, it takes me 5 minutes to get from one side of town to the other. Yeah. Okay, so here's a couple of this is a watercolored card. That's not Stampin' Blends. So that one I did a long time ago, because I'm up to, this card is number 5059, and this one is 1622. So that tells you how long ago. It's probably 10 years old. So that's Tilda. And this one is Edwin. He's another watercolor. He's done on watercolor paper. Hi, Marlene. Really late? That's okay. And then there's another Tilda, and she's another watercolored one. And apparently this is another watercolored one. This is a wedding card. Look at all those. This would cost you a fortune to mail because it's really thick and it's heavy, because these cards have got layers and layers and layers. So not only are the insides all done with bows and little flowers and picks, but you open them up and even the top and the bottom are all done. This is black velvet paper. The supplies, the papers are all Stampin' Up stuff. I'd hate to figure out how heavy that card is, because I kind of let all the stops out on that one. Well, thanks, June. This one I did with alcohol markers. And look at this, even has a little starfish and a sand dollar on it. This one I didn't get too carried away with the inside, but the inside is on that sparkly paper we used to have. And then this is another watercolor one. This one is Edwin again. And another one, 6x6 cards or 5.5 by 5.5 cards are the norm when you're using these Magnolia stamps. And then I really like this one. I think this one is really cute. She's holding a little koala bear. And die cut, used to like, that was a Stampin' Up die cut, and I really like that die cut. Anyways, so those what I used to color, but I had to really be in the mood or I would really screw those up. But there we go. There's tonight's card. There's the original one. Now the one that I got from Diane in the swap, I don't even know where it is anymore. It's a little bit different than that yet, but there's the stepped up version for you. How long have I been with Stampin' Up, June? I am 16 and a half years. So in March, or no, not March, in October, it will be 17 years. Thanks, Wendy. And June. Oh, thanks, Kathy. All right, let's do the draw. Just bear with me for 2 seconds while I find my computer, because I kind of got carried away here. You know, it is what it is. Let's cover up the inks before I get too carried away here. I don't want to get ink on my cards. Okay, pull that towards me, and I'm going to... Thanks, Nadine. All right. So this is Share It Saturday from... Shoot, I hope you didn't lose... I hope you didn't lose the sound there. Now, I do have a question for you. It's getting to be summer. Yeah, I know. My phone, at least I noticed that it moved. Shall I continue on with 7 o'clock or shall I switch to 8 o'clock? I'm thinking I might just switch it up and start going live at 8 o'clock when I get back from Mexico and start with some summer hours. So let me know in the comments what you think, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Now, I know a lot of you don't live in my time zone. So I started at 7 o'clock tonight. So whatever time zone you're in, shall I stay with that time or shall I go an hour later? Because you know it's going to start being warm and we're going to want to be outside, right? And I don't want to go live and not be there when you guys are ready to go come and see what I'm doing. Okay, so comment, and if you're watching the replay, comment because I'll be reading the comments. Hi, Leanne. Valerie says, whatever works for me. She's easy, not cheap. Okay, so also don't forget to hit those emojis and let Facebook know you are enjoying my video. And because this is in my public group or on my public page, you can share it with your peeps. Kathy says she's retired. Her time is flexible. June says, whatever suits me, can always watch the replay. Yeah, I know, but it's not, when you watch the replay, it's not the same as watching it in person because there's none of this, like the back and forth. Wendy says 7, but we'll go with the consensus. Okay, well, we'll see what happens when I get back. All right, so I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to go here and we're going to do this draw. Now, whoever wins tonight is going to win some cork rounds. I will send you some cork rounds. So don't forget how you get in this draw is be part of my VIP group and then put your card pictures in the Share It Saturday. Hang on a sec. Hang on. I want to show you where to put it, which means I have to open up another window here. Uno momento, s'il vous plaît. Okay, so go back here. Now, join my VIP group and then go to featured. See featured right there? Right there. If you click on featured, then I have the Share It Saturday that's happening now. And at least see all the cards that have already been put in there. Oh, remember when Jessica said she was making flamingo cards? Look at this. Look at these cards. So there's lots of them in there. And you can put more than one. You're not restricted to one. You put as many as you want in there. But they all have to be, like, you can't use the same ones from last week that you're doing this week, because I'll know. So there's the one from March the 30th. So tonight I will draw for this one. And then I think it's Wednesday, I'll be sharing the winner on my Facebook page. But you have to be part of my VIP group in order to get in on this draw and win a hand stamped card from me and a little gifty. So let's go here, go here. Here's the wheel of names. No, why are you not flipping over? There, wheel of names. Okay, there we go. So I've taken the header out. I'm going to hit shuffle twice and I'm going to hit go. And we'll see who wins tonight. And the winner is Jessica. There you go. So Jessica wins a handmade card from me and some cork rounds. So thank you, everybody. Don't forget, I've got all of that stuff. Got my two classes, the Summer Creative Escape, the Paper Shares, and the In Color Club ready to be joined. Yes, congratulations, Jessica. That's awesome. Click in the link in the description of the video, my Linktree link, and it's got all the links in there for all the different things that you can find. If you're watching this on a replay at some later date and the link for a specific class is not there, then the registration deadline is passed. And if you want the tutorial option, then make sure you get in touch with me because the tutorials are always available to purchase. Always. I've got them right back from the very first one I ever did. Thanks, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And I will see you on Thursday night with a front flap fun fold that Connie sent to me, and I redid it. And I know Connie is away this week visiting her grandbaby. I'm so excited for her. That's awesome. All right, everybody, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you Thursday night in my VIP group. Stamp and Styles, and bye for now.